Dance in the wind!
Swallow dance!
Here I come! Plasma shock!
Hit! Alright!
Rising Falcon!
Showtime!
I'm on it!
I'm also doing an airborne target!
Plasma shock!
A whirling struggle!
Flying free! Getting to sit still!
Sia, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done! Firmament render!
That freaking does it!
Arrow squall! Too much to handle!
You're mine! It's over!
Now you see what I can do!
Take it! It's on! Enter Storm! Plasma shock!
Let them mark
I'm on it!
you all touch the
Dragon shout!
Whoa! Quit staring and concentrate on the fight. I don't take orders from you.
I'll finish this here and now!
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying? Here goes!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade! See that?
That training's paying off! Crush! Plasma shock!
Now!
Ring rope!
Frozen!
Hammer!
I can feel my precision improving.
All right. There's nowhere to run from my heart.
When he slows down, that's our chance!
Raging cascade! It's like trying to keep up with a wolf!
Prepare to be seared. Dust to dust. Prepare to be seared, though fleet of foot. Actually, that sound is more appropriate.
Less talking, more... doing. Vanquish dark!
In a bind.
Take it!
Talon Storm. Do you require a hand?
Enter Storm! Plasma shock!
In a bind.
Take this!
None shall escape my
Lightning
judgment!
Knuckle! Infernal Turret! It's over!
Ray, in here!
I have no limits!
I'm on a roll
You're
now.
finished!
Saving this one!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Now we're not.
Demons descend!
Flashing Fang. Easy.
Way to go! Annihilation! Gravitas field!
In a bind.
Here I come!
One at a time!
It's over!
Do it.
Field!
Remember!
Astral energy!
Say no more! Got some interesting moves there, Dohalim. I'm glad you're on our side.
I'm simply glad to hear that I can make myself useful to you all. Huh?
What's wrong?
We seem to have come across some rather unusual objects.
What, you mean that pile of garbage?
No mere garbage, I assure you. Still, I've never seen anything shaped like it before. I'm intrigued.
Are you curious about this stuff, Rinwell?
Yeah. I think he might have found some old Danon relics. They look like the remains of a bunch of objects that disappeared after the Renans first invaded.
And yet here I am, holding them without so much as a second thought. I imagine the sight must be unsettling to you.
Not really, just that it must be nice to be a Renan who has time to indulge in stuff like that, unlike the rest of us.
Are you interested in this stuff too, Dohalim?
Charmed may be a better turn of phrase. I simply love objects that can give me a sense of what their maker was thinking, the history that went into their creation. You see, we Renans have hardly any such objects that trace back to our distant past.
I still don't understand what you two find so intriguing about it, though.
Why not? We're talking about our own culture here.
I get that, but it's not like this stuff is any use now, does it? It's just old. Real old.
Oh, but it does. Holding it in your hands like this, one can feel and engage with the distant past in a way no history book can ever accomplish.
I'll take your word for it. Well, seeing as it's down in history, just make sure you're careful with it. All right, Dohalim?
But of course. That trap.
I can feel my power growing!
Visibility along this path will remain limited for some time. Take care not to get ambushed.
I'm surprised you know the terrain here so well. Lords don't strike me as having much time for wandering in the woods.
Sometimes I would take strolls along here when I wished to be alone.
You always did have a bad habit of disappearing without telling any of us guardsmen.
Hey, look at that enemy!
I have a bad feeling about this.
Photon Blast! You're mine!
Laser Spear!
It's over!
Thunder Blade!
One, come on!
It's a duel of the arts! Help?
Dragon Shout!
Pesky airborne scoundrels!
Sounds like a job for yours truly!
Storm!
Take
Plasma Shock!
Damn it! Too fast! Stand back! I'll trip it up. Now or never.
Freaking does it!
I'll end this with my own hands!
Azure Storm!
Lightning Orb!
Plasma Shock!
Let me help. Leave the enemy's arch to me. In the sky, it's mine!
No complaints here!
Rising Falcon!
Art expert coming through! This one's mine!
That freaking does it! You're mine!
I'll smash you!
Azure
Here's a healing art!
I hope to do it!
Kisara! Frozen!
Hammer!
Lunar Blast!
Dragon Shout! Plasma Shock!
Here, let me help.
Rising Falcon!
First aid!
Here I come!
Glitter
Dragon!
None shall escape you!
No escape!
Now I'm in the groove!
Glimmer Dragon!
Shield! Here, let me
You're
help.
mine!
Whoa!
It's time! No further!
You're
Well,
mine!
someone seems in tip-top form.
Nothing new about that, Shion.
And still as humble as ever.
Swallow dance!
Burn
Burn in hell! Here I come!
Far enough! Do it!
Lost!
Demon's Descent! Flashing Fang!
I think I'm getting stronger.
This one's tough, but we have no choice.
Let me know if you need healing.
Plasma Shock!
Airborne defense. My specialty.
Rising Falcon! We got fire!
Now you see what I can do!
Let a marksman handle it.
You're mine! All yours!
It's time!
Laser Spear. Here's evil.
This one's all mine! You picked the wrong fight! You're mine!
I never fail.
Do it! River!
Astral energy.
Say no more! Got it!
Well done.
I'll finish you here and now!
Azure Storm! River!
Astral energy.
Say no more!
I wonder if we can make new weapons with this. It's so hilly around here. I can feel my feet getting blisters.
That's mountain hiking for you. It can be pretty tough if you're not used to these sorts of trails.
I take it you're comfortable with them then?
Oh yeah. We used to run up and down these slopes all the time for our training exercises.
Damn. You weren't messing around.
Right, here goes! Azure Storm!
Blazing storm.
Plasma Shock! First
Not in your dreams.
Talon Hurricane!
I can handle it.
out of this!
Now!
This one's all mine!
Astral energy!
Say no more! Got it!
Well done!
Here I go!
Eagle Fly! Where are you going?
I can carve through walls!
Do it!
Stop!
Law! Demon's Descent!
Flashing Fang!
Dance in the way! I'm all in here! I'm ready!
Fury!
Let's get you all tucked away!
Eat this!
Confiscated!
I'll tear you apart!
I'm on a roll
Azure
now!
Storm! Last lift up! Talon Hurricane! Stunner! Weapon K!
I know you do it!
Phoenix! Here I
Leon!
come!
Astral energy! Full throttle! Go!
Check out these biceps. Pretty glorious, right?
Why are guys so obsessed with their muscles?
Because these puppies have yet to let me down.
Little help!
You picked the wrong fight!
Talon
Hurricane!
Where are you going?
I'm not
What?
done.
You got company! Eagle Fly! Raging
Azure Storm!
Cascade! I'll heal you
Denied.
out! Get on in there with the others! Healing circle!
Did you just heal me?
Do it! Yes!
Okay.
Double
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! Into the
Now.
shadows!
Take this!
Leave me smelling
Yeah!
Air thrust!
No further!
Glimmer flash!
No escape!
Annihilation!
Dragon
An astral art?
You
That's my
picked the wrong
shield!
fight! Shut him down! You're finished! I'll tear you apart!
Do it! Alright, that does it!
Demon's Descent! Flashing Fang!
Easy! Way to go!
You're mine!
Do it!
Rising Falcon!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Lightning condemn the sky
Take
is
this.
mine! Healing for coming through!
It must take guts to fight without a weapon.
I'm not... It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming wildfire! Thunder field!
I need to be stronger.
The design of this equipment is really interesting.
You must really like it, Alphen.
Right, here goes! It's down! Azure Storm! Blast the stuff!
I can handle it.
Mirage!
Eat this!
Talon Hurricane! You picked the wrong fight!
Now I'm in the groove.
Go for it!
Prepare to crumble.
Sighted!
Dragon
Go!
Shell!
It's over!
Eagle Assault!
Mega Storm! Dance in the
I
wind!
can carve through armor!
Air thrust! I never miss! Light astral
Take
energy!
this.
Raging
Do
cascade!
it! I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
We won that by a mile. More Danon runes here too, I see.
What were people even thinking back then? Trying to build anything around here.
Maybe they just had that much time and energy on their hands.
That enemy looks strong. I bet it'll be worth our while to fight it.
Brace yourselves! This one's tough! Eat this! Plasma shot!
Laser spear! Here's evil!
Die!
Streak!
Swallow dance! No escape! Pistol! Plasma shock! Burn in hell!
Lightning condemned!
Here I come!
Strike!
Orochi's fury!
Hurricane!
I owe you one!
Eagle! Now I'm
Do
in
it!
the groove!
Shining
Rising
Hurricane!
focus!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
Hey, when did
Do it! My turn! Remote!
Astral Energy!
Say no more! Shot!
Well done!
Here I come! I'm on it! You're finished!
Silent Instant! Wind Astral
Orochi's fury!
Energy!
Azure
Rage
Snow!
now! Dohalim! This one's got your name on it!
Action to action! Step back! This one's all law!
No further! Take it!
Demon Fang! Tear! Devastation!
Glacial
Massive
Sword!
Focus! This one's all mine!
Lightning
You picked the wrong fight!
Freeze Laser!
You're mine!
Dragon Shell!
You're on! How about this? Explosive ring!
Now! Very well! Astral Energy! Full throttle! Dance in the
My
wind!
turn! No escape!
Air thrust!
Now you see what I can do!
Ready to go! Do it! Lightning condemned! This one's got your name on it!
Action to action!
Dance in the wind!
Dragon Shell!
I never miss! Let's get
Take
your
this!
away!
It's
Glacial
on!
Sword!
Here's the shock! Not today!
Talon Storm! Freeze
You're
Laser!
mine!
Arc Steel!
Easy peasy. Ha hoodle.
Sure have built up a sweat with this hike.
Rest assured, we have reached the top. It's all downhill from here, quite literally.
So Mahag Sar's just up ahead then?
Indeed. If you look, across this mountain is the Lord's Keep.
What's this place here? Some kind of old house?
I don't know about that. If I had to guess, it probably served as some kind of shrine.
So still a house, in a sense. Just for a god.
Go no further!
Rising Wyvern!
Dragon
Lunar Rondo! Blue escape! Start up! I'm on! Rising Falcon! Crush! Down! Take this! Eat this! It's over! Rolling Azure Storm! Orochi's Fury!
Your dreams!
Blue escape!
Lightning Lord! More with that here, Now!
Totally! In an instant! Impact Claw!
Dance in the wind! Feel! I'll be saving this one!
Eat this! Crush!
Primed and ready! Reload!
Here I come!
Divine
Azure
Street!
Storm!
Field!
Plasma Shock!
Do it! Neon! Astral Energy! Full throttle!
Did you see?
Sure did. You were checking out Kisara from behind.
No, I wasn't! No backing down! They got me playing!
Plasma Shock!
Photon Storm!
Burn in hell!
Dance in the wind!
Here I
In
come!
here!
It's over!
Diane
Here I come!
Light Astral
You'll get it!
Energy!
Take this!
Here, lay it out here! Where are you going? Let the monster handle this!
It's okay!
Demons descend!
Flashing Fang!
Easy! Way to go!
Blue escape!
In
Azure
here!
Storm!
I feel like me again!
Terrific!
I'm just getting started!
Water! Hear my call!
You're mine!
Spread!
It's on!
Swallow dance!
Burn in hell!
Up and
We
out!
are freaking invincible!
Malvin and the others truly are
Now
strong.
I'm real mad! What about me?
Azure Storm!
Here's a healing heart!
I'll finish you here and now!
Orochi's Fury!
Now!
You're finished!
Let's get you off the way!
Here I come! Not a chance!
Annihilation!
You're mine!
Lightning Lord!
Plasma Shock!
It's just... Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Gotta break through! How about this? First strike!
I'm only getting
Take
started.
this.
Got it. Here's a healing art.
You're mine! Azure Storm! Plasma Shock!
Water. Hear my call.
Lunar Rondo!
Breathing cascade.
Devastation!
In here.
You're mine!
Get
Take
out
this.
there with the others.
This
Where
one's
are
all
you
mine.
going?
Burn in hell! I'm on it! You're mine!
Will this help?
You're finished! Plasma Shock!
Healing
Now
art.
I'm in the
through! Here I come!
Now you see what I can
On
do!
that side!
Tempest Wall!
What a
Hey, now see that you don't get in trouble again. Do it!
River!
Astral Energy!
Say no more! Got it!
Well done! Here's a healing arc! Eat this! Spread! Don't mind if I do!
It's time!
I'm only getting close! Death Ball!
Orochi's Fury! Plasma Shock!
Talon, go get him! Burning Strike!
I need to be stronger.
No backing down!
I'll take you all on!
Escape my judgment!
Eat this!
Full-time
Talon Hurricane! Azure Storm! Eat dirt!
Wicked Justice!
Demon Fang!
Sleep now!
Here we go
Let's
again!
get you all tucked away!
First strike! You're done! I'm not done!
Deny!
Azure Storm!
Anything in armor is all
Where
mine!
that came from!
There you go!
Here I
I
come!
feel like you
Azure Storm! Okay, here I go!
I'm just
This
getting
one's all mine!
I'll heal you all!
You're finished! Take this!
If it's in the
Plasma
sky,
Shock!
it's mine!
Ah! Here I come! We turn the tables on it!
There are still more left!
Right! No time to hold back!
Water, hear my call! Thunder Blood!
Eat it!
Where are you going?
I'll run you through! You're mine! Not today!
Firmament Render!
Here I come!
Let me help!
First aid! Plasma Shock!
Do it! Gemini Aqua!
Lunaronga Ball! Blow them away!
Glacial Spear!
Not
Here's
yet.
evil!
Struck!
Not on my watch!
Here I come!
Now
I'm in the groove!
Do it!
Azure! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
I can feel my power growing!
What's that big tower over there?
I think the animals back at the ranch should be all grown up by now.
I always love the sound of... Hammers banging away.
Maybe I'll get some training in before we eat.
This should definitely keep you guys full.
Kisara, let's talk for a bit. Maintaining your shield? It's becoming a familiar sight.
Miguel was the one who taught me how to maintain my equipment after I first joined the Guard. Now, it's just a part of my routine.
Your brother always seems to come up whenever I talk to you.
That's because we had no other relatives, so it was just the two of us growing up. He was my idol, the one I looked up to and wanted to be like. When I became a guardsman, Lagiel wasn't too pleased to see me at first. It was Miguel who really welcomed me aboard.
Lagiel? Oh, right. She was Miguel's second in the Gold Dust Cats, wasn't she?
That's right. She's always been a very critical and down-to-earth person. In other words, the complete opposite of a dreamer like me.
You're more an idealist than some pie-in-the-sky dreamer.
Even so, that's my brother's doing. He'd never let me stop seeing a brighter world. He always did what he could to keep me smiling and happy.
You must have meant a lot to him.
He wasn't just kind, either. He always worked so hard to set an example for me and everyone else around him. He was a true big brother. So much so that when he thought I was asleep, he'd slip out of the house to go training on the outskirts of town.
You seem to know a lot about it.
That's because I only pretended to be asleep and would follow after him. You know what? I'm at a good stopping point with my shield. If you've got time, how about I tell you a couple more Miguel stories?
I guess I'd better get comfortable.
I'll take watch tonight. It's okay. Before we go, do you guys have everything?
dread the landing. Not this way, I guess. Not this way, I guess. Not this way, I guess.
Be a breeze. Get in, get out.
Dance in the wind!
Can't get out of this!
This
one's all mine!
Let's get you out by the power of water!
Flying freaks! Why can't they just sit still?
Sion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
Okay.
Sleep now! Ray! We're not here with the others! Fake with
Take
fire!
this!
Hear my
Azure
call!
Storm! Flash the shock!
Glacial Spear! Pierce evil!
Lunar Rondo!
Freeze Lantern!
Didn't even break a sweat.
Little help!
Demon Fang!
Here comes
Rising water!
Here's a lightning condensed!
Here I come!
Flame of fury!
Plasma shock!
Did you hear it now?
It's time!
I'm knocked up!
Take this!
Cyan into
Here I come!
Do it!
Azure Storm! Plasma
Thunder
shock!
Field! Raging
Here
Cascade!
I come!
An astral art?
That's my cue!
Escape!
Shut him down!
Wow! Look what I just found.
Guess I misread the landing. Still thinking about how to act around Dohalim?
That obvious, huh? Except I don't think I'll be changing much after all. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to stay his servant. However, I am going to treat him like a fellow comrade, the same way I would with you or anyone else. For as long as I can remember, I've spent my life protecting others. But isn't that what friends do too? Support and protect one another in times of need?
Which in the end pretty much means doing as you've always done, right? If that's what you're most comfortable with, I'm certainly not going to give you any grief over it.
Actually, I've been thinking about how I ought to act around you all as well.
Oh?
When I set out on this journey, it was to rid Eldaman and Sia of its enemies, and search for wisdom in the outside world. Wisdom that I could potentially put to use on my return. I'm grateful to you all for letting me tag along. But it got me thinking, what am I actually contributing by being here?
What are you talking about? You know how to hold a weapon, don't you? That's help enough.
Is it though? Sometimes I wish there was more I could be doing to pull my...
Oops, sorry about that. Jeez, I'm famished.
Now that you mention it, what do you guys normally do for food and meals when you're out and about on your travels?
What do you mean, what do we do? We find stuff to eat and eat it. So long as it's meat, I'm not fussy.
Eating what you like can be good for morale in the short term, but you need to think about your diet if you want to stay healthy.
Does that mean eating vegetables too?
Isn't that obvious?
It does, which I guess hasn't been happening up till now.
Yeah, to be honest, we could be eating better than we do.
Understood. In that case, I'll just have to make sure you're all staying healthy and eating right myself. Fortunately, I happen to know a thing or two about cooking as well.
You hear that, Law? Sounds like you'll be eating your greens after all.
What is it?
No, sorry, it's just... I was just wondering if you had any thoughts on all this.
It will do her good to have a project.
No, not Kisara. I meant you. Was there anything you wanted to add?
Me? Certainly you're not looking to me for culinary skill, I hope.
Typical Renan, leaving everything to someone else.
Rinwell, I don't think...
That said, should you need my skills on the battlefield, please rest assured I have no intention of shirking my responsibilities, regardless of who we may face.
I'm sure no one doubts that. Listen, guys, if we're traveling together, we should probably at least try to make an effort to get to know one another, don't you think?
I wouldn't get your expectations too high in that regard. Believe it or not, sometimes I'm not sure I even know myself all that well.